Okay, let's talk about line symmetry. So a two-dimensional figure has line symmetry if the figure can be mapped onto itself by reflection over a line called the line of symmetry. So an example would be this heart. That would be the line of symmetry. It has one line of symmetry. So this heart has line symmetry. And a different way you can think about this is essentially if you can fold it in half and it matches up perfectly, that would have line symmetry. So let's look at some of these. And it can have more than one line of symmetry. So number 10, how many lines of symmetry does each figure have? Draw all the lines of symmetry. Okay, so it looks like we have an equilateral triangle here. So we want to figure out how many ways we can basically cut this perfectly in half. So we could go straight down the middle. And actually, we can look at, you can see what it looks like. So let's think of this in the folding way. So, right, if I have this equilateral triangle, basically how many ways can I fold it in half so it matches up with itself? So that would be 1. So there's one line of symmetry. And then you could also go through the other corner. That's 2. And then 2 lines of symmetry. And then you can go through the last corner. That is 3. So this one has 3 lines of symmetry. So let's draw those on our picture. So there's 1 there. And then we've got another one. And I'll do my best, but it's going to be awfully weird. Oh, not bad. And then last one. Something like that. So number 11, this one. So let's see if this one has any lines of symmetry. You can't fold it diagonally because the corners don't match up, right? And actually, let's look at this one, because sometimes it can be easier to visualize if you have a physical shape you're looking at. So you might think maybe you can fold it in half this way, but that doesn't work. It doesn't match up. So maybe if you tried folding it in half the other way, and even if you go like in the direction it's kind of leaning so those match up, that still doesn't work. Diagonally, close, but nope, not quite. So this one actually does not have any lines of symmetry, because if I tried to fold it this way, that also doesn't match up. So this one has 0 lines of symmetry. Okay, number 12 then. So how many different ways can we essentially cut this in half? So I could go straight down through this way, that would be 1. We could go this direction, 2. So how many do you think there will be total? Let's find out. 3, 4, 5. So if you guessed 5, you are correct. Right, and you want to be careful because remember that this line of symmetry is going all the way through. So if you were to count like all the way around from this, you might count 10, but no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 13. This one's interesting. So how many ways can you cut a circle in half? So that works. That works. That works. That works. Right, and we could keep going. So any line that you draw that goes through the center and goes all the way across is a line of symmetry for the circle. So we actually can't draw all of them because the circle has an infinite number of lines of symmetry. Alright, let's look at the next view. So we've got a square here. How many lines of symmetry do you think that's going to have? Well, let's see. I guess it would be 4. So we've got 1, and then other way, 2. And then how else could we fold this evenly in half? Through these 3 and 4. And there shouldn't be any other way we can fold it where it's going to be a line of symmetry where it's going to match up perfectly. So 4 for this one. Alright, so 15. This one's a circle, but it's a little bit different because there's other things going on here. We've got this kind of weird looking smiley face here. So, for example, if I were to try to cut it across here, that would not be a line of symmetry because those two things don't match up. So this one only has 1 line of symmetry, right? If we go right down the middle that way, that would be a line of symmetry. Okay, number 16. So we've got a hexagon here. How many lines of symmetry do you think it's going to have? Well, let's find out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one has 6 lines of symmetry. Then last one, number 17. So we've got this Z shape here. So let's see, do we have any lines of symmetry? Well, just start guessing. So I can't do that because that's not going to match up if I fold it correctly, because this would end up over there. This way doesn't work either. That way doesn't work. So this is another one that actually has 0 lines of symmetry. So this one does not have line symmetry. This one has line symmetry and has 6 lines of symmetry. This one has line symmetry and has 1 line of symmetry. So the problems on your homework last time that I assigned that were asking about ways you could fold that in half, where it would match up, that's what this was leading up to, was talking about line symmetry. So that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework, and let me know if you have any questions.